Alright, and welcome to another episode of Eat, Smoke, Drink, Coffee Edition. So, if you've been following my channel, you've been seeing some whiskey reviews, and the whiskey reviews are actually pre-filmed in New Zealand, okay? And then you will be seeing some random shit with food and coffee, and that is where I am. So today, right now, I am in Peru, Lima, Peru. I probably saw a couple of weeks ago, when I arrived, there was a coffee show, which is pretty cool. So I attended that show. There I bought about 1.5 kilograms of coffee, which sounds like a lot of coffee, but, well, that is a lot of coffee, but I'm an addict, so I just need to get well. So anyway, the first Peruvian roastery I'm going to be reviewing are these three, okay? So the first Peruvian roastery I'm going to review are these three. No particular reason, just pick them at random, okay? Also, so one of them is called the Machu Picchu, Machu Picchu. Apparently it is grown high altitude, 1800 meters around the Machu Picchu area. So I thought that's pretty cool, I'm going to try that. So I just got a sample pack of 150 grams of each particular variant, because I find that gives me the best possible cross-section of what the coffee is going to be like. Anyway, today I am going to do teaspooning, okay? I've got 3 pre-ground glasses here, just for the sake of nosing and just tasting. Hot water, and I've got my scale over here. So first, let's look through the coffee beans, the 3. As you can see by the little clip that I showed you. So the first one that I'm going to do is the Apu Urusaiwa, I don't know how to say it, 1600 meters above sea level, lavado, which is washed, okay? This is supposed to be a medium roast. Looking at the beans, it is on the darker side. I asked them about it and they said yes, their clients prefer this on a darker side of roast. I picked so, but nevertheless, it is not dark as in Italian bold roast dark, none of that shit, okay? It's dark, more of an espresso dark, okay? The second particular SKU that we have, okay, this one here is definitely more on the medium to light. There are some beans that are slightly darker than others, but nothing unusual. Okay, this one is from memory. What process is this? This is Typica honey process, 1800 above sea level. So that one there. And then the last but not least is the Machu Picchu, and that is 1800 above sea level bourbon rojo. So I presume that's red bourbon, not the liquor bourbon, but bourbon variety. And then the process is fermentación controlada en agua. I don't know what that means. I presume it is some sort of controlled fermentation, maybe extended, I don't know, I don't really care, I just want to nose it and drink it, you know what I mean? And this one is interesting too. Once again, the different beans have different coloration, okay, and different sizes, obviously, most likely hand-picked, single origin, but the beans, some of them are slightly darker than others, so the color is not uniform as what I'm used to. But look, I mean, that obviously could be a number of things, moisture content or whatever. I'm not here to get into the nitty-gritty of that, it's just more observation. So anyway, let's get nosing of the grounds. Alright, let's start with the dark roast. It is definitely on the darker side. I'm getting earthiness, burnt butter, a little bit of orange marmalade. I'm getting a little bit of sesame oil, which indicates to me it is definitely on the darker side of the roast. Sorry about that. A darker side of the roast. I'm getting a sweetness, creaminess, a slightly vegetal nature. clay. It says on the front the flavors you're getting would be suave, floral, con natas, con notas of citricas, so citric. I'm getting the orange marmalade, but I'm not getting citric per se. But look, everyone knows it's different. This is what I'm getting, but it's definitely on the darker side of the roast, okay? Definitely on the darker side of the roast. The second one is the Apu Salcantay, okay? Apu Salcantay, honey process. Let's sniff the shit out of that. Oh, wow. Okay. Definitely medium to medium light roast, okay? I'm not getting that oily sesame oil toastiness. So these two are definitely very different roast levels. I'm getting fruit out of this. I'm getting plum, apricot, dried apricot. Oh, wow. I'm getting a acidity and sweetness on the nose already. Condensed blackberry, raspberry, brown sugar syrup, buttery, leather. It says the notes are sabor intenso achocolatado, chocolate. I don't think it's that intense. This here smells so much more intense, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I mean, in the chocolate, I can see where they're coming from. I'm getting a little bit of that sourness of cacao, but I wouldn't say that's the main note, but anyway. Let's try the last one. This is the fermentation, controlled fermentation from Machu Picchu. Wow, holy shit balls. This is like next level. Well, on the nose, it smells, it could be quite acidic. Cacao nib, fruit, red fruits, cherry, definitely cherry. Lemonade, like artificial lemonade. Hell, like Inca Cola. How funny is that? Like the artificial lemon. Wow, that is intense. So just from the nose, these two are my preferred to this. Okay, these two. This has a slight funkiness to it. Like old towels in the kitchen, wet wood. This is super fruity, sweet. This is acidic, slightly nutty, funky. All right, let's get watering. Alright, so just for all intents and purposes, I've done the same grind for all of them, 1:16 ratio, okay, and we're just going to teaspoon them from the cup, okay, so they've been steeping now for a couple of minutes, okay, just for pure exercise of nosing them and tasting them. So I'm going to start with this one here. This is the washed, variety is Bourbon Rojo, washed, and it is Apu Ursahua. Anyway, so this is the one that I thought was quite dark. Let me nose it. definitely on the dark side, okay? Definitely on the dark side, very toasty, very roasty. Nutty, dark chocolate, very on the roasted side. I actually had a whole cup of this yesterday. The bones of the beans are excellent. I thought to be excellent. Even though it is on the darker side, it is not by all means burnt. It's very well roasted, delicious. The flavors are fantastic. There is some slight acidity there, but it is more earth-driven, hay, wood, as opposed to the acid. I'm not getting as much acid in there. It's like sweetness, burnt caramel, burnt sugar, burnt butter. This one here I am going to save for my AeroPress Flow Control Espresso. Okay, so while I'm traveling, I'm confined to Flow Control Immersion, Flow Control Espresso, Standard AeroPress, and V60. Okay, so I did this with a V60 yesterday. I think it would have been more suited with espresso. This one here would be excellent as an espresso. Alright, let's try the Salcantay, Apu Salcantay. This is 1800 meters typica variety with a honey process, okay? The honey process. Oh, it smells like fruit tea, like a dried berry fruit tea. You know when you get those teas, when you go to a food show and you get these fruit teas and you go, oh wow, you try it at the food show and it's so fucking delicious, and then you buy a whole box and it stays in your pantry for 2 years. So that kind of fruit tea. Wow. Hay, slightly buttery, wet leather, wet parchment paper, sweet berry juice, black currant, raspberry, blackberry jam. The toast is definitely a medium to medium light. Let's sip. Holy shit. Oh, that's I like it. I like that. Oh, the acidity. The acidity, the sweetness, and the cereal notes are quite well balanced. And I hate the word well balanced, because in my whiskey I don't like well balanced. Well, I don't like it. I find it boring as shit. But in my coffee, well balanced can be so good. Wow. Definitely acidic. I'm getting some of that sour hint come through. Now everyone likes a sour hint. People always assume, oh, coffee, strong coffee is bitter and burnt. Fuck that. I don't like that. I don't want to be drinking oven scrapings, okay? I'm getting unripe plum, some unripe apricot. Oh, wow, that is great. That is great. I haven't had my morning coffee yet. So, I'm excited to have my morning coffee with one of these. Now let's try the Machu Picchu, cultivated by aliens, just like Machu Picchu was built by aliens apparently. Okay, Bourbon Rojo, 1800 meters, fermentation controlada in Cuba. Don't know what that means, like I say, it doesn't really matter. Oh, this is bizarre. Let me just... This is bizarre. Wet dirt, acidity, leather, a bit more toasty than the middle one. Toasted cashews, peanuts that are just on the verge of being burnt but not so much. There's fruit in there. Wow, that is weird. That is strange. I like it. Wow. That is like creamy, buttery, nutty, leathery, slightly earthy. I love the toast level on that. Gun to my head, if I have to pick, I wouldn't be able to. It is like Sophie's choice. It's like Henwood's choice. I wouldn't be able to pick which one with these two. Wow, there's a funkiness to this. The funk comes through. I don't know if that's from the fermentation process, whatever that is, but there is a strangeness to this, like almost like a pickle, like a hamburger pickle. And now I mentioned that there's a slight meatiness and savouriness to this. Wow, excellent. I don't know what I'm going to have for my coffee today, and I don't know how I'm going to brew it. I might do it actually a immersion. Anyway, I might do this as an immersion. I think this will be my espresso, this will be my immersion, and this will be my V60. Okay, so I think V60 will bring out the potency of this, the nuance, the funkiness of this. I think the immersion coarse grind will bring out the acidity of this one here a little bit more, and I love that. And this is going to be my espresso. All of them, I think they're bloody excellent, bloody excellent. The first Peruvian roastery, I am happy. I have several more to go through. I hope they are as good. I didn't try these at the show. I tried the others at the show, so I know what they'll taste like, but you never know because the way they brew them is different to you. But these are fantastic. If I had to, yeah, fantastic. Anyway, until next time, make sure you eat, smoke, drink. These are called Cafe Ricalde, okay? This is Cafe Ricalde. I will put the Instagram links below. If you're in Peru or wherever you are, get in touch. Maybe they can ship to you, but man, they are fantastic. I think these two can stay in the bag for several weeks and they'll improve with time. This one here will calm down a bit, but I think because of the heavier roast, I'm not sure if I'd keep this much longer. But these two, I think 3 or 4 months, they'll be good. Until next time, make sure you smoke, drink, and caffeinate. Cheers.